Welcome back to the Untouchaballs podcast. Caden and Leo here. Caden, how you doing today?
I'm doing swell, Max. What about you?
I'm doing great because it's another two-pod day technically for
For
us.
us, yes.
Not for you guys because you guys are getting these episodes spread out.
Yep.
Happy Wednesday to all of you beautiful listeners and viewers. But, Caden, we have some NBA basketball to talk about, starting with your Denver Nuggets,
and
our
your
Denver Nuggets. Let's talk about what we've seen since the last podcast.
Since the last time we spoke, they had that game against the Nets just last Tuesday, so the day before you guys saw the last NBA pod, where they gave up 40 to the Nets in the first quarter, had to come back from down big, end up winning in overtime.
Needed a Jokic performance.
And then a brutal loss last Friday against the Timberwolves, where you come back after being down big in the third quarter. You get a 10-point lead with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left.
Christian Brown dunked
over the Frenchman Rudy Gobert.
I hate Rudy Gobert too.
I hate Rudy
Gobert. Yammed on by Christian Brown was crazy.
That's supposed to be a big momentum change. It's supposed to be the Nuggets are looking good. They're gonna win this game, and then they let them come back and lose by 3.
Yeah,
they got outscored 15-2 in those last 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Unacceptable, kid.
It's completely unacceptable. Then, though, that Saturday, they destroyed the Jazz. They finally did what they were supposed to do against a bad team.
Kid, when they came out against the Jazz on Saturday, they took the lead early, and they just never gave it up. The starters didn't even need to play in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. You're able to rest Jokic and Aaron Gordon, who, got that little injury.
Oh, yeah, Jamal got concussed against the T-Wolves.
Yeah, Jamal was also concussed. So, without Jamal on that Saturday, they still came out and played well. Yep. The young guys who rotated in played well, and Saturday, the shots were actually falling for the Nuggets. They really couldn't miss from anywhere.
And then, tonight, Monday night, we just saw them beat the Raptors by 2 at home.
Yes, very close.
Which is not good, especially at home against another bottom feeder. You only win by 2. Jokic, though, was incredible. 28, 14, and 14. Got the triple-double. Even in Jamal's absence, Russ was able to put up 21. Unfortunately, AG only played 4 minutes. Then he had a calf strain. Hopefully, he's not out too long with that. But it's good to see, Christian Brown. The sports books need to start recognizing Christian Brown.
Don't say that, kid. No, they don't.
But in every game this season, Christian Brown's gone over his point total, had another 17 points tonight. He is looking like what we needed to replace the 2 spot, replace that KCP, still be a great wing defender, then be able to put up the points.
Yes, Caden, and we talked about it's still early, right? This Nuggets team, although they've been inconsistent, although it's looked really ugly, I think these are the growing pains you expect with a young team. Right, or younger players that are stepping into roles within this team. And, Murray, hopefully he's going to be all right with his head.
Hey, maybe the concussion will fix his shooting.
Maybe. And, maybe Gordon, too, will get some time to rest and heal himself up.
I mean, Gordon's been our second best player besides Jokic this year.
Yeah. Do you think the Nuggets make a move before the deadline? I know it's long.
It's still long, so, I mean, I'd assume so. I'd hope so. They'd make something. They shouldn't trade Porter. I know people will see this. They should not. He's finally looking good again. He did great against the Jazz. Had 19 again tonight against the T-Wolves. He's making his threes. He's grabbing boards. No one cares that he doesn't get assists. That's not what he's on the team.
He's not on the team.
You're there to catch and shoot threes. And then, especially this year, like last year, we started seeing him grab more boards, look better in that spot. Now this year, he got 9 tonight. He had a 19 and 9 tonight. You finally are seeing him use that 6'10" body to work in the paint. He's driving more, which is good. He's able to get those layups, make those. And then, when there's a defensive or offensive board that needs to be grabbed, he's finally getting up there and actually grabbing the ball, which is very beneficial for this team.
Yes, he is, Kid, and we're going to have to continue to follow the Nuggets and, of course, MPJ this season. But tell us about some of the other news around the league.
Yeah, it's another news. We were just talking about him last week, Paolo Injury. He's now out with a torn oblique for a couple months. Huge blow for the Magic.
Huge blow. Kid.
Easily their best player, one of the top players in this league, top 20 player in the league. And now it really relies on your other player. Like Franz Wagner, you gave him over $200 million this time. He's really going to have to step up.
Yes.
He's putting up that 20, 25 point. KCP's got to remember how to shoot the basketball and do what they paid him all that money to do. Then you'll just need your other smaller piece like Jalen Suggs. Now you need a lot more out of him. He looked good the other night, put up a career high 29 points. But you need all these other guys to really step up when you're missing your best player who's going to be putting up for you 25 points and 10 boards. You need to somehow replace that in smaller pieces throughout the team.
Most definitely, Caden. I mean, you've harped on how much he's been a force for that team and how much they need him to play well if they want to make a push within that playoffs. And we talked about them being a sneaky team. That's a blow. And they're going to have to learn to play without him moving forward, and that's going to be a situation we're going to keep our eyes on.
Yeah, no. Now another team though in this Eastern Conference that's actually been a real surprise to start the year. The Cleveland Cavaliers. They're one of two remaining undefeated teams
Yes,
in the association. They're 8-0. They were able to destroy the Magic just a couple nights ago without Paolo. And then these past two games, they've beaten the Bucks on the road and now at home.
Yeah, they have.
They're now,
I mean, to be fair, the Bucks are 1-5 or whatever.
The Bucks are 1-6 now after tonight,
Sorry.
which is not good. Like Giannis and Dame are still looking good. I don't know what's going on with them though. They are not a good defensive team this year. That had been their identity. You know, play your 4 out wide, have Brooke Lopez roaming in space. Their defense has not been good this year. They gave up a lot of points. And then on the Cavs side, everyone is looking good for them right now. Jared Allen's looking good. Evan Mobley's finally making that step up. Donovan Mitchell's looking really good. He had that game winner against the Bucks a couple nights ago.
Yes, he did.
This whole Bucks team is not Bucks. This whole Cavaliers team is looking really good. Everyone's playing to what people are expecting, even maybe playing a little better in the case of like Evan Mobley, who's finally showing what the potential was when he was coming out of college. He's looking more like that 17-10 player a night with great shot blocking skills.
Caden, staying in the East for this one, the Philadelphia 76ers had Paul George return to the lineup tonight after he's been, dealing with injuries, but that's not a surprise with Paul George.
Hey, he put up 15 tonight, though, in his return.
15, let's give him some credit there. Yep. But let's talk about also the incident where Joel Embiid shoved a reporter based on some comments that reporter made in an article about his family and personal life. Caden, anything about the incident?
I know. Maybe the reporter shouldn't have said that.
I agree. But you can't
you can't shove a reporter, especially when you're as high profile as Joel Embiid.
And you're 7-1. Like, bro, what are we doing?
You can't just go out and be shoving little small reporters. That's not a good look on you. It's not a good look on the team. I mean, maybe they shouldn't have said that, but still, maybe just talk to him.
I agree.
Don't go out shoving reporters.
And I think that's more of a reflection of Joel Embiid's own uncoolness and unlevel-headedness with the frustrations he's felt from the Philadelphia fans, and like Alex complained.
Now though, with the Sixers, you have Tyrese Maxey, who's been their number one. He really stepped up last year in Joel Embiid's absence. He's been doing it again this year. He's averaging almost 30 points a game, but with that almost 30 points a game, he's only shooting 38% from the field, which is a huge drop. Even last year, when he had the highest workload of his entire career, he was 45% from the field. This year, he's missed, opening day, he missed 23 shots. Next day, he missed like 17 shots. So, yes, he's putting up a boatload of points. He's giving you almost 30 a game. But with that is coming about 15 to 20 misses a night, which it's going to be really tough to succeed when you're missing all those shots. Like, that's giving a lot of empty possessions, like giving the defenders time to breathe. Like, Tyrese is going down, missing a shot. Now they get the board. They're back on offense, able to put up more points.
Most definitely, Caden, a point to be noted. And again, a lot of good basketball, a lot of good teams around the association that we're going to be watching.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And just kind of, mention back on last week real quick. I was harking on Tyrese Haliburton, how he needed to step it up.
Yeah.
Since that, he's finally looking more like Tyrese Haliburton. After that, he had 25 and 12. Just tonight, he had like 23 and 12. The Pacers are looking more like what we've come to expect from the Pacers after last year, after their rough first couple games.
Most definitely, Caden. It is very exciting once again here in the NBA. Yeah. We got football, we got NBA, baseball wrapped up, but hockey's starting to pick up and get going, Caden. What else do you have to say before we close off?
Yeah, everyone make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share with your friends, family, strangers, coworkers, everyone. And then, like you just said, we got football, basketball, we got hockey may coming soon. Anytime there's a big UFC card, we're going to have that for you guys. So make sure, because we got a lot of Untouchaballs coming your way.
Yes. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you all next time.